Hey guys, this is Jin here, and today I kind of want to do a video where I just sit down and talk to you guys about a topic, and as the title has said, we're going to talk about interracial dating. So just want to quickly clarify something before I go on with this video. First thing I want to clarify is that I do not have a preference in a white dude. Just because I'm dating a white guy doesn't mean that's my preference. It's just a coincidence that the guy that I'm in love with is white. Just wanted to put it out there because I know there's so many people out there that still find interracial dating as a taboo, especially Asian and a white dude. I have experience of being attacked just because I'm dating a white guy that I cannot think for myself. So I'm just gonna quickly put it out there that just because I'm dating a white guy doesn't mean my preference is a white guy. Just white guy. So in this video we're going to talk about the good and the bad and some struggles of dating interracially, especially when you're from a very traditional Chinese family like mine. And yeah, so basically with me is that like I've grew up in a very traditional Chinese family. Only recently where my family has become a bit more open-minded and less Chinese traditional thinking. And growing up, my dad always have told me that he wanted me to marry a Chinese, or at least a Chinese descendant. So what that means is like either Malaysian, Singaporean, etc that are Chinese. So Chinese, Malaysian, Chinese, Singaporean kind of type. And he do not want me to date a race that's out of our race because my family believed in purity of bloodline. And of course with me growing up in a Western country, I just roll my eyes and just laugh it off every single time he does it and just do me. For me, interracial dating isn't really a big deal for me, just because I am raised in a Western culture where I've seen basically almost every skin color there is. I know a lot of Asians who date white guys, especially Asian girls who date white guys. Sometimes we get a bit self-conscious of the whole interracial dating, especially the way how people look at us. So I also do get those moments when Toya and I also go out and shop where like I can't help but notice other people would look at us while we like go to walk around or like go down the escalator. And it's always like, I don't know, it's just like it's not a bad thing. I don't really care, but it's just more like why they're looking. I know that some people have really bad kind of like opinions for Asian girls to date white guys, especially that kind of stereotype where like an Asian girl would date and marry a white guy just for the green card, etc. But obviously in my dating experience it's not that, just because I don't need a green card because I'm already a citizen of Australia, so like that's not really it. It's just more like there are times where you can't help but think like what is going through other people's head while they're looking at you. And again, like it doesn't really bother me that much, but it's just something worthy to talk about. And I know for a fact that some people actually sees Asian and white kind of like relationship as it's just for the green card, which is kind of offensive, to be honest, if you think about it. So another thing with interracial dating is that like I said, it's not that difficult for me, just because I have been brought up in Australia nearly all of my life. So obviously the difference between me and other Westerners aren't that different, just because we technically grew up in the same culture. Only difference is, although I am surrounded in like a Western Australian culture, however I am still raised in a traditional Chinese family. So with me it's like a lot of my values and stuff are very in the middle, and it's not a bad thing. So like there's a part of me that's a bit more conservative, and then there's a part of me that's very liberal. And then there's also another part of me, I'm just like stuck in the middle and I'm just jumping right and back. Even trying to persuade my parents the idea of being able to date someone at a young age. And when I say young, I don't mean like 12, that young. I meant as in like 16, you know, where like dating is slowly becoming a norm for kids that age. To them it's like mind-blowing. They're like, why would you do that? Why would you want to date? My parents are that very like typical Asian parents where they're like, you need to study, you need to go to uni and then think about marriage and dating. Of course, in the whole family, my branch of the family, I am the most rebellious one. Because I'm the most rebellious one, I did start dating at an age that they do not approve, and they also did not approve of the guy I was dating. Eventually when I found Toya, it was so weird. They automatically accepted him, to the point where I'm just kind of like, I just remembered the first time taking Toya to meet my parents, and it wasn't even like taking him to meet them as my boyfriend. it was just like me taking him to meet my family as a friend and help with some project that we were doing at a house. Instantly, my mom was very accepting of him, and I was shocked. I literally had the Pikachu face, how accepting my mom was to him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really like shocked, and I was like, to the point where I was a bit suspicious. It's like, what are your intention? Why are you accepting him so quickly? And to the point where, like, at the beginning I was a bit like, yo, this is a trap, isn't it? Like, this is a trap. Like, why are you so accepting of him? Why are you so nice to him? And I'm just like, what the hell? What the hell? And yeah, it was really weird because my mom really accepted him. My dad doesn't care. My parents are the weirdest kind of person ever. I can never understand them. It's just like, I guess it's like, I know for a fact, like, the positive stuff about Toy, but it's just still, to this day, it still, like, amazes me and astounds me how accepting they are of him. It's because, like, I hear so much stories of how, like, Asian parents take a long time before they accept interracial dating of their children. But no, my parents just instantly accepted him to the point I was just like, what the hell? Like, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Kind of thing. But no, I wasn't. They accepted him, which is a good thing, because once they accepted him, it means that I was actually able to see him more often, and I don't have to sneaky to see him, which is good. And it's like I said, because I was brought up in a Western culture, there's not really much, like, it wasn't that difficult to interact with a white guy. However, there are still some difficulties for me dating interracially, and sometimes it's the way how we do things. Interracial dating that I just find troubling isn't really that bad, but it's nitpicky. It's just how we usually do things. So like with my family, we do not believe in dishwashers. We don't believe in ironing. So like, we don't iron our shirts unless it's like, I want to, but my family usually don't, and we use this like weird ass technique. I don't even know if it works, but like, my family uses this technique to iron the clothes. Is that when we're like putting the washing out, we like to oh, that's one thing I know. There's like a cultural difference between like a Chinese and like Western, is that like when we do clothings and we're putting them out, white people don't like put the clothes inside out for some reason. Why? They just like to like pop the hangers on and just hang on. But us Asian, we have to put it inside out. I don't know if it's an Asian thing or is it just a Chinese thing, but we like to put the shirt inside out. And the reason for it is because as things get exposed to the sun, they lose its color. They do get like the chemicals stuff in whatever breaks down, and it's so much more damaging if you put the side of the clothes that are showing to people out, because you're putting most of the damage onto that side. And so we like to kind of like and this is really important for like coloring, keep maintaining the color of the shirt if it's like a certain shirt. And also maintaining of like, if you have any like I don't know what's those called, when you have those photos of stuff onto the shirt, and it's kind of like this kind of like painty thing. I don't know what's it called, especially those, because if you get so much, I don't know, is it really, but it's just my kind of like philosophy at the moment. It's that if it gets exposed to the sun so much, it's usually so much more easy to peel, and then like your shirt's gonna be ruined. So we like to like do that. And also another thing that we do, which is the ironing a bit, that we don't do ironing. Instead of ironing, we kind of like just fan out the shirt like 100 times, and it's just like, when you hear Asian hang their clothes, I don't know why I'm keep saying Asian, Chinese, whatever culture that does that, like, you will just keep hearing it's just us like flinging the shirt, trying to fling all the wrinkle off, and then just call it a day. That's one thing I definitely know is a major difference, because every single time when I go to my boyfriend's house, he's always like, wait me a second, I need to iron my shirt. And then there's me, I'm just like at the backyard flinging my shirts, trying to like fling out all the wrinkle and put it onto the hanger, and then just like once the clothes dry, just like take it off and just call it a day. And it's like, it's not that bad, that's the thing, but it's just like, it makes me wonder what would happen when, like, if I do get to the stage where like I move in with him, and then like, do we fling the shirts, or do we iron the shirt, or do we just fling my shirt, not his, and he just ironed his shirt. I don't know, like these type of stuff, like these kind of mini like culture difference always kind of make me wonder like what's gonna happen in the future. Like, is it weird? Like, should I be thinking about it? Like, is it a big deal? Like, if like we have a disagreement on how to like do our laundry? I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like the beliefs and values, it's not a problem for me. It's like, it's not a problem for me because it's just like, I'm so like kind of like in the middle, and sometimes I'm more on the liberal, sometimes in some topics I'm more on the conservative, but still like I'm never in the extreme of either side. So it's like I'm very like understanding and stuff, but it's like it's the way how to do things, the ones that like F me up, you know? Like, if I don't know, it's just like some certain things I just prefer doing the Chinese way, but then it's just like, is it because I don't know, because does that even mean like the Chinese way, is it even like literally better? You know what I mean? Like, is it better? Or is it just me being so used to how things are? And I don't know. I think, what if, like, how, oh my God, that's actually such a good question. What if, like, that's the thing that I just realized a lot of it, like the way we do house chores is not a lot, but some of the house chores are very different. Jesus. I think that's the major thing. That's the major thing of doing of interracial dating. The way how we do chores are different. Yeah, because I don't know. like it's, another example is like when we're doing chores is like cleaning. In a Chinese household, we only use that one cloth. That one cloth would clean everything. Maybe not one cloth, but maybe two cloths that clean everything. Like the things that's like on like clean desk, clean like surfaces is like one cloth, and it's the same cloth that we wash our dishes and stuff. We just have to like rinse it really clean. And then I know like white people are different. They just like, they have certain products, certain like cloths and stuff for certain things, I think, unless I'm just assuming. But holy jeez, I'm gonna be, wow, and I'm just curious how things are gonna be if that day does come where we're like move in together. Like, if is it so different? Will it be so different to the point where like we just get mad at each other? Is that the breaking point? I don't know, especially for me. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm very conventional. Like, if that's the way how I do things, I want to stick it to that way. And I'm really stubborn. I do not want to do things the other way, especially chores and how I do. Okay. This video has just made me like, oh my God, what if that's the last straw? Nah, okay, I'm just joking, but yeah, that's okay, I'm just joking, but that's the end of the video. I can't think of anything else to talk about interracial dating and my experience with it. But yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys next time, and this video has fucked me up. Okay, bye.